So once I was investigating an old school in Missouri, near Missouri,
Okay.
and this went to till an extent where I thought that fine, there's nothing in life, jump from here and die. When these youngsters, 16 years, 17 years, 18, 19, 20, 21, they reach out to a Vashikaran specialist that I want that girl, and you know what they advise?
What?
Go and rape the girl.
What are a couple of the weirdest things you've had to disclose? I mean, heard on the call.
Well, okay, that's paranormal.
Thank you so much, Jay, for making the trip, doing this with us. And I guarantee you, bro, in the 2 years I've been, maybe 2.5 years I've been with Man's Life, this is the most intrigued I have been, hands down by far, for a chat. Because, man, I don't think half an hour, 1 hour with you cuts even the outer layer of the amount of and the number of things I want to discuss with you. But thank you so much, bro. And for all you guys, Jay has a very cool job profile, and we actually did a little piece about you in a very old video that we shot where I saw your helpline number, and that's how I reached out to you.
Okay.
So please tell us, what is it that you do?
Well, I am someone freaks you out maybe. I am the tantric whom you call. I am the man with the superpower.
Is what you would have wanted to hear. But
I am a paranormal investigator whose primary job is to reach out to people or stories that says that there are ghosts or haunted buildings or forts, investigates it and let the people know the truth about it.
how did this start, man, your fascination? I'm going to actually get that, because the funny part is, not funny, the intriguing part is that you've been a media guy pretty much all your life. Then you were intrigued about being a pilot, engineering. Jesus, how did it go from there to just what is up with paranormal vibe?
Yeah, it has been a long journey. So there's a very interesting story about this. So basically, what happened that when I was in my 10th grade, so my father took me to a temple in Rajasthan. So he and my mother, they bring me to this temple. We went, and during the evening aarti time, and we were also in the queue. And then suddenly, it was around 6:20 or 6:25 in the evening. I remember the time exactly. And then suddenly a different vibe hit the temple altogether, and I saw few people who were like in a cloak or of a priest or something. They were dragging 3 women from the hair into the temple premises. And then I got to know that this is a temple which is used for exorcisms. The curiosity came that, is it things like that only? Is it how my nani, dadi, my society, my parents, everyone whom I talk to, they have taught me about this, that this is how ghosts come in our world and this is what happens and that is the cure and all that. Is it exactly like this, or there is a different angle to it? 2010 I got my admissions in my college, and since 11 my first documentary project that was from the college, that I did it on Bhangar.
Rajasthan.
Back there in 2011.
Isn't that like in the top 5 in the world, like one of the most
haunted places?
I've heard some really scary stories, man. There's Kuldhara that I've been to personally, then Bhangar.
Bhangar is very scary, very scary. When I visited Bhangar in 2011, there was nothing. And 2011 से 2015 के बीच में भानगढ़ दुनिया की सबसे खतरनाक हॉन्टेड लोकेशन बन चुकी थी इंटरनेट पर. सबसे खतरनाक. And now I recently went, like last year, just to have a visit. Now it's a beautiful, amazing location where everyone is selling out ghosts, and everybody you talk to, they will tell you a good narrative about Bhangar. And the interesting part is they all tell you the same narrative.
So, but when you went inside, you felt nothing out of it was just like going to a fort or
There
a building?
is absolutely nothing. We have spent nights in Bhangar, not nights.
And you've never felt, in the 300 plus places you've gone to, ever felt an energy? just of
Look,
not visual, no,
no,
maybe not sight and
Yeah,
sound,
yeah.
but I'm saying touch and feel.
Yeah, so what happens is sometimes when you are visiting such locations, yes, you do feel things around you, but um, most of the time I am being able to explain them. Sometimes it happens that you could not explain them logically, and if that considered to be a paranormal experience, then yes.
So what is something that you haven't been able to explain?
So once I was investigating an old school in Missouri, near Missouri.
Okay.
It's an old British school where this principal who used to play with this black magic and he used to kill the kids.
Right.
In the British era.
Right.
Then गांव वाले लोगों को पता चला, उन्होंने principal को मार दिया, and then everything started happening. Then the school went haunted. फिर British government ने उसको बंद कर दिया, and fine, I got to know about this building. I packed my bags, went to this place. Uh, so what happens mostly that I try to venture inside the location alone.
And you carry anything with you, like an EMF reader,
No,
or like a infrared thermometer?
No.
You don't believe in any of that?
No. Those are toys. Those are toys. 10:30 I entered in the location. I first took the entire look and feel how it works and all that. And suddenly around 12:30 or 12:45 in the night, I started thinking about all those bad things that has happened with me in life. It went around 1:30, 1:45 thinking, and I'm thinking on the same place, and this went to till an extent where I thought that fine, there's nothing in life, jump from here and die, just die. And I don't know what, how, and suddenly a thought came into my mind that broke my attention, and I was like, I ran, I picked my bag and got out of the location. And interestingly, when I went back and researched more about the school, I spoke to a few librarians, historians. They told me that over the past period of around 45 years, 19 people have committed suicide inside the location.
And there can't be coincidence, right?
There can't be coincidences.
So do you have a sort of explanation or your own theory, since you've studied the subject so closely? Do you have a concept of what do you think happens after death? Is it just black, or do you think there is just an energy that comes out of you, whether it was good energy, bad energy, that can transform, maybe take shapes? Do you have any sort of...
Well, to be very honest, I have not thought about it, and I'll tell you why I have not. Because guessing anything would make me stand in the same queue as the people before.
Nice.
But little did I know that there was once a case that came to me of a girl who was supposedly possessed. So I went to just to witness that exorcism. The girl was around 16 or 17.
Okay.
And they took her to a place. They, ripped her clothes apart totally, and then started beating her with some sort of broom. And then the girl was left alone for the entire night, hanging there. Then after that she was released. Now people said she is cured now, fine, go home. She is not cured.
She's scarred.
In the name of Vashikaran, thousands of youngsters, male youngsters, are being thugged and fraud by these Vashikaran specialists.
What's Vashikaran?
So it's like you pay me some money and I'll give you the girl you want. When these youngsters, 16 years, 17 years, 18, 19, 20, 21, they reach out to a Vashikaran specialist that I want that girl. They take a lot of money, they do that puja part and all that. And you know what they advise?
What?
Go and rape the girl. She'll be yours. Basically they are saying, I would say it in Hindi, maybe a lot of people can relate. आपको उस लड़की के साथ किसी भी तरीके से एक शारीरिक संबंध बनाना है. एक बार आपने वो बना लिया तो उसके बाद वो लड़की मजबूर होकर आपके पास आ ही जाएगी. That is how their mantra of Vashikaran is. This is also a primary reason of rapes that is being happened in the country, and no one is talking about it. Why are we not talking about this? Why are we not talking about targeting our women in the name of witchcraft, black magic, and other things.
Do you believe in black magic though?
No, I don't. Tell you very honestly that I have tried around 10-12 times black magic on myself. I've given people money that go find, kill Alani or do this and do that.
Did that temple in Rajasthan work for you? How did you score well when your dad took you there?
I went there.
Marks अच्छी मिले उसके बाद और खैर he'll talk about all his horror stories. Marks इधर नहीं बताएंगे. He'll tell you his birth time, his birth hour.
No, I'll tell you. I mean,
I'm kidding.
in 10th, I got 2 marks in physics. So.
You got. So there we go. पढ़ाई करो और ये सब don't believe in things that certain things out of your control, which I think both of us agree. Apart from Masuri, what is just the scariest moment you've been in?
So I got to know about the case from this guy, and then I researched, and then I got to know more about this. So this guy who comes to me sends me an audio note on WhatsApp, and he claims that I have met a succubus.
Okay.
So succubus, for those who don't know, succubus is a female demon. It originates from the Latin American culture. It feeds on men's soul. The demon enters in a human body when the person is sleeping and have sex with the person in the dream. And he's like crying over call. He's saying that, Dada, please help me out. And this is what is happening from past around 1.5 years. For me, like I am masturbating for like more than 20 times a day. Even then I'm having night falls, I'm having discharge. This is all what is happening with me. Please save me and all that stuff. Who is doing it? The succubus is doing it. Bro, you go to a sexologist or maybe consult a good doctor. You need treatment. You are not haunted by any demons. Why I told you this case, that this is what is happening with a lot of people. Now,
is the guy cured? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
It was just a...
He's cured. But now, when I got deeper into it, here's the check. Here's the scam that you need to know. There is an entire racket and scams of these medicine that are being sold to these young guys. In the name of longer sex durations, in the name of bigger penis, because this is a subject that you need to understand. This is what I call paranormal conspiracies that is running in the country and no one is talking about it.
Yeah. And I think that's the problem that can't really leave because religion isn't going anywhere. And I think what you do is just educate people that, look, I'm not trying to change your beliefs. Just broaden your horizon a little bit. That's all I'm asking, right?
Like people who reach out to me with on the helpline number, they are expecting a cure from me. I'm sorry, sir. I can't give you a cure.
Yeah, but I'll help you find the answer.
Yeah, if I would have I've become billionaire. Come on. If I started selling tabis only for $5 in this country of 130-40 crore people, I'd become a billionaire.
So I think education, that's what you've done today, man. Just educated me a little bit more about what we need to do. And I think it's been an absolute pleasure chatting with you, man. And thank you so much for taking the time out and doing this.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, buddy.
It's been a lovely chatting with you, and I hope man's life.
I hope man's life kills it.
Yeah.